Will this dynamic duo be able to deliver that success? The nation holds its breath.
He's from Derry, Roy's from Cork. They're two rebel counties if ever you had them. And I think they'll be very good for Ireland, very good. It's the perfect partnership.
Jimmy McGee there finishing off Aoife Hegarty's report. OK, Ray Houghton, you were the man sent out to scout management talent for the FAI. So how did you do this?
Well, obviously we had to look at a lot of candidates, Miriam. Over the last 4 weeks, we've been going around Europe, as a matter of fact, not just England and Ireland, but all over the place trying to find the right person to bring in as the new manager. And then when we felt that we had the right person to take to the FAI, that's what we did. And then it was up to the board to discuss who we thought should be the next manager. And that's what they've done. Now, as far as Roy's concerned, that was purely down to Martin O'Neill. He wasn't forced on to Martin at all. It was Martin's decision to ask for Roy as his assistant. And time will tell if it's the right choice. I personally think it is. I spoke to Roy and had a good chat with him for over 2 hours. And I've got to say that he impressed me hugely. I thought what he had to say was excellent. He surprised me, and it takes a lot to surprise me in football, I can assure you. But he said the right things, and I really feel that he's learnt a great deal from his time at Ipswich. And I think he's going to do very well for the country.
You said, actually, that when you met him, you were surprised about how enthusiastic he was about this job. Why were you surprised, Ray, about how enthusiastic he was?
Well, I must admit, Miriam, I never really sat down with Roy for a great length of time and spoke about football. I obviously knew that he was a fantastic footballer and he works in the TV industry like a lot of us, but I didn't realise his depth of knowledge was quite what it was, and his depth of knowledge of the Irish setup and, you know, how we've been conceding goals, how we can rectify that, what he thinks we could change about it, about the players and how we could try and improve them. So, I mean, as I said, I spoke for 2 hours. It could have been another 2 hours at least. I mean, such was his enthusiasm and his knowledge. And from that point of view, I was surprised at the detail that he went into. But I was pleasantly surprised. And I think, as I say, that him and Martin will form a very good understanding. There's no question, having spoken to both of them, that they know the roles, that Martin is the manager and Roy is there to assist him. And we'll see what develops over the coming months. But I think for everyone concerned in Irish football, you know, it's time to move on. I know what happened 11 years ago. Roy has came back and played for the national team after that under Brian Kerr. And now he wants to come in and get involved at this level as well. So I think we just have to sit back and see what develops.